if I had to start the wheel strategy as a complete beginner or just starting out with a smaller budget to test the waters for the first few months, and I only had $10,000, here's exactly how I'd play it for my first few months. And guys, I've got a very fitting ebook for you here today. Drop a comment down below. You're going to get my recession-proof playbook completely for free. And while you're down there, I'd really appreciate you hitting that like button, that subscribe button. Of course, guys, I hope you're having a God-blessed day, staying safe out there. What an absolute rough jobs report we had this morning, but we are going to get through it. But I got a great request actually on my Instagram the other day, and somebody asked, Pete, realistically, if you were actually starting, over or as a beginner, you have $10,000 to test the waters, you picking individual stocks to sell options on, or you running the wheel on individual stuff? And honestly, I'm going to say no, okay? But I would be primarily focused on different income-focused ETFs, okay? And that's what we're going to be sharing with you guys in today's video. Now, the nice part is with ETFs and selling options on, you do collect less money, less income, but you're also collecting a nice dividend from them. And again, you're more focused on the income generation. And over time, right, you're collecting a nice dividend plus the premium calculators. It works really, really well. Butch actually is the inspiration for one of these videos here today in our community. He shared his results that he was doing with one of these ETFs, and it was incredible, really piqued my interest. And that's why I wanted to shoot this video. So big shout out to him. So let's go over the shoulder. I'm going to assume you are a complete beginner. You don't really know what you're doing, and you're like, hey, I just want to get into this thing. How do I become more of an income-focused investor, not just a buy and holder? Okay, now full disclosure, I love buying and holding stocks, gold, Bitcoin. I'm very big on those asset classes as well, but all the fun coupons I like to put into the option selling and being an active income investor. So the two products, the two ETFs that I really like are JEPI, JEPI, as well as JEPQ. Okay, now we're going to talk into both of these because there are differences between the two that you really need to understand as an option seller. My idea is to spread risk across both. JEPQ tracks the NASDAQ, JEPI is the S&P 500. Now, the nice part about these is that they are a lot, quote unquote, cheaper. I feel like I do air quotes a lot, guys. I don't know why. Rough Friday morning here, but we're going to go over to the JPI chain. Okay. Now I like to use Robinhood here on the channel. I primarily use Fidelity. If you guys want to see Fidelity more or other platforms, let me know. I just feel like on YouTube, a lot of people and beginners like to see Robinhood because it's a lot easier to visually see, but I don't like Robinhood personally, but good things coming with the platform. So and I'm an investor in it. So, but I don't actively use it very much anymore. So first things first, here I am just on Ark picks. Now, as I scroll down here, we can see that we have an incredible return here of 10.6, to over 10% here, okay? And this is really important, okay? Because when you are trading these, okay, we want to own 100 shares is basically what I'm trying to say. Okay, we literally want to own 100 shares because that's where you're going to make more gains as opposed to selling a cash secured put. So let me show you what I'm actually talking about real quick. So a cash secured put basically means I want to buy 100 shares of this stock, right? And actually, let's go back to JPQ here as a quick example. And I want to buy 100 shares of JPQ, right? But I want to buy it for a lower price and on a different date, and you can collect premium from that. Now we can do that, right? Now you obviously you just simply go to your options chain, you click sell a put, and then you do have to go a little bit further out with these. These are more like a monthly, if not a little bit further out. Like I wouldn't do the 14-day here. It's not worth it. I would just go 42 days out. This is definitely more of a set and forget strategy, by the way. Just FYI. That's what's really nice about this one with JPQ, JPI. There's a lot of these kind of products out there. The way these people make money is they're actually doing kind of what we teach here on the channel. They're collecting premiums. They are writing covered calls and a couple other things to have these income kind of based ETFs. And then we layer covered calls on top of it and cash secured puts. So we're kind of like just commingling everything together, plus dividends, obviously. So we're selling a put here. And we're going 42 days out, okay? Now, right from here, what we're actually able to see is the different strike prices that we could collect, okay? Now, if we said we actually want to get assigned, and you do, right? Like this is not a situation where you want to go to like a 50 and collect like $5, right? That's on single stocks. I have lots of other videos on that, sure, but with these income-based ETFs, like you got to be playing close to the money to make it worth your while. Otherwise, it's not worth your while, right? So if I look at the 56s here, the delta is a 30. Okay, so that's already a fairly low delta, about a 30% chance of assignment. Let me move this little loom icon out here. We'll click continue, and you can see we're collecting. All right, let's just say $80 of premium. Let's say we'd get filled for. So I'll put $80 of premium in my premium calculator. We are locking up $5,600, 42 days. You see where this starts to break apart? You see what I'm saying? Like 42 days, you're locking up for 42 days, $5,600, and you're only collecting $80, right? Is that worth it? Not really. It could be part of your strategy, but what's more important here is to own the shares first, okay? And the way you can do that is one of two ways, okay? Number one, simply just go buy them outright, or literally just go real close to the money and don't care what your return is going to be. Like 14 days, as close as you can, and you just like, hey, I just want to collect some premium. I'll collect $35 here on the 56s in 14 days and really hope that I get assigned. Again, delta's only 0.24. See, it's not even worth doing the cash secured puts on these. So basically, long story short, what I'm trying to say, sorry, my hair is crazy this morning, guys. Sure, wore a hat. But basically what I'm trying to say is with these kind of income-based ETFs, you kind of just want to put your money to work immediately. You want to just buy outright 100 shares and move on with your life. Okay. Now, what would we do? So, well, obviously, you'd go to your brokerage. You would buy, JEPQ here. And you would buy 100 shares of it, right? You'd simply, buy 100 shares. And then what we would do is then sell calls against those shares while also collecting that income from this ETF as well, okay? So we would be collecting that ETF. And you can always scroll down and see what obviously the holdings are from the company and all that good stuff. So you're able to get all that information right from here or from Ark Picks as well, okay? And with JEPI, you also collect the same exact. It's not 10%. But you are collecting on JPI, you're collecting just over 7% annually. Okay, so keep that in mind. So now when let's say we own 100 shares, and we'll compare both of them right now. Now that we own 100 shares of JPQ, we'll go to our covered call calculator. All my calculators are free, by the way. They are available at the end of the Ark Options Strategy Workshop. You get my trade log template to keep yourself organized, plus these two calculators for free. Just attend the Ark Options Strategy Workshop. 90 minutes long. I promise you, it's super valuable. I break it down in plain English. If you like plain English, you don't want to be a full-time trader, you don't need a finance degree to do this kind of stuff. All right? It's simple. Right? So let's say let's say our cost basis for JPQ, let's just say you bought 100 shares at like $56 for simple math, okay? Just right at like $56. Let's say you own 100 shares, $56, okay? Now we're clicking sell a call. That means that now we are leveraging our asset of our 100 shares to put it to work. I always describe this to friends and family as like a rental property, right? You own a rental property, it's an asset, right? Sure, it can appreciate in value, right? But wouldn't it be nice to like fill it with a tenant so you can make monthly income? Yeah, obviously, and that's kind of what selling covered calls is like. It's not the exact, you're not collecting an actual rental check, but you're collecting premium. I'm just telling you, this is just a simple way to explain it. So I'll go out to my 42-day expiration. Okay, and right here is where we want to sell our calls. Now, we don't always necessarily want to sell our actual shares. We kind of want to DCA into something like this, where maybe every week or month you're buying, 10, 20 shares, and over time, right, you're layering on more shares, because these ETFs that I'm showing you guys, these are not meant to be like buy and hold kind of situations for like ever. Now they can, but you would miss out. That you really want to be playing as close to the money as possible with these, because again, like even if you look, over, let's say, year to date, obviously down, over the course of 1 year, it's only up 5.4%. Right, and the reason for that is this is an income strategy. This is that you have to kind of change your mindset in it. When you look at like a QQQ that's like up to 20% or whatever it is, right? So you kind of have to understand that this is an income focused play. It's not like, hey, I'm going to sit here on these shares and bank on appreciation. The appreciation is like literally not. I don't even care about the appreciation with these kind. It's simply how much money is my asset making me, okay? So we're making, again, don't forget, we are making that 10%. So let's say we own them at 56. I would be looking at like the 58s, because again, I don't mind playing close to the money opportunity to get more premium, but at the same time, I want to keep my shares monthly so I can keep putting them to work. You see what I'm saying? But I don't also want to be like only making like 1%. You can, there's an argument to be had there. But let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So you're looking at the 58s here. 48 delta, it's a little definitely a coin flip at that point. So we'll see. Let's see what the premium's looking like between 78. It'll just go into lower end. Let's just say $80 of premium on this. So we're collecting $80 of premium on it. Our strike of the option is our 58s. I think I said is that the 58s. Yes, 58s right there. 58. We said our cost basis is 56, right? And so we're collecting about a 1.43% return in a 42-day period. Now, don't forget, you're also collecting that 10% yearly, okay? So you mix those two together. Obviously, I don't make income claims on this channel or anything like that, but you can do the simple math on what that would look like if you're running this play regularly. Now, here is the argument to this. If you are lowering your cost base on a JPQ, for example, right, and you don't necessarily want to sell your shares, this number, you don't have to even be this aggressive. 1.43 in 43 days in a strategy like this is kind of aggressive, to be honest with you, because again, you're layering. This is every 42 days, okay? So you don't have to, right? You don't have to, be so aggressive with this because, again, don't forget that you need to own the shares to get that 10%. So back to the chain here, right? There's arguments to be had about going further up and going for a lower delta, like a 2.9. So even this one for the two, we would be collecting, let's say, about $35 of premium on this specific situation, right? And now if we end up having to sell those shares, we have a little bit more appreciation. Again, this isn't necessarily an appreciation play, but we're collecting a 0.5%, let's just call it, in a 42-day period. That's not bad, doing 0.5% every, roughly every single month, in addition to the 10% that you're collecting on it for the year, if you're not selling your shares. Okay. Now the same thing goes with JEPI. Now let's go take a quick look at JEPI here. Okay, and take a look at which one. Now I personally I'm planning to run it on both of these income-focused ETFs, just because I want to just share the results, at least with our community and stuff like that. So if I go to our trade JPI, same basically principles apply. Now if I sell a call here, right, and I go back to that 42-day expiration, you'll see for the most part we're kind of going to get that same rough return. Now the reason people prefer JPQ, just FYI, is very simple, right? It's a very simple reason. You make more money. There's a much better yield here that you're collecting, over 10.5%. Okay, so just understand, right? So is it worth it? Is it not? I mean, you can. To me, what I would do if I was running this with a 10K portfolio is I would allocate about half that portfolio, a little bit more, 60% of that portfolio, I would allocate to my JPQ play, and then I would go to my watch list here on Ark Picks, and I would actually pick some individual stocks, like a Ford, which is very oversold right now, that I could sell some puts on, and these premiums are extremely more elevated. You're collecting a lot more. So in like this specific case, the 30 DT on a Ford put, 2% return on collateral. Obviously not financial advice, results vary, just what I'm seeing. Or an American Airlines, which is deeply oversold right now, a 4.29% return on a 35-day period. Now understand, these are a lot more risky because now you're going to the territory of picking individual stocks. You're not as diversified. Worst case scenario with JPQ or JPI, like we should recover at least. So you should, like, for the most part, at least break even, not lose money if a company like here actually goes bankrupt. So definitely take a look at Ark Picks, because when you log in here, guys, it gives you all of your top setups for this. So I actually have a special offer for you guys here if you sign up for ArkPicks.com. I just released this. We have some insane new features coming soon as well. Now, obviously, we have our full details page, AI summaries, trade ideas, what this matters for option sales, broken down in plain English, because you guys already know I need things simple for me. We got our dividend dates, we got our earnings, we got our sentiment on XFeed, our Greeks for the trade idea, all the technicals that I primarily look at when I get into a trade, like where are we in our 50-day, 200-day. But I have a very special offer for those of you. Number one, of course, you're going to save some money. So if you go to ArkPicks.com and use the code 25 off at checkout, you're going to get an additional 25% off, okay? Secondly, you're going to get 2 free courses from me. You're going to get my covered calls for busy people, and you're going to get my cash secured puts for busy people. These 2 courses, we literally sell for $200 each. You're going to get them completely for free. That's how much I believe in ArkPicks.com, and that's how much great feedback we've already gotten on this tool, especially if you're a busy person. You just want to see your setups and what your returns are going to look like, right, on these on your trade ideas, okay? And thirdly, you're also going to be getting our weekly Wheel Picks newsletter. Literally, people pay $400 a year for access to this. That is insane that you're going to get that for free when you sign up for ArkPicks. That's basically a newsletter I send out to all our paying members every single Sunday, talking about all the research and picks that I'm looking at for that upcoming training week. So you're getting ArkPicks 25% off. You're getting 2 free courses, covered calls and cash secured puts for busy people, and you're getting our weekly Wheel Picks newsletter. All of those things completely for free. So head over to ArkPicks.com. Use code 25 off at checkout, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Remember, guys, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I'll see y'all tomorrow.